I'm Josie.
And I'm Vicky, and this week we're taking mental and digital blocking little by slowly.
Me personally, I'm quick to block. I can be quick to block, and I can be quick to delete messages after after I have a disagreement with someone, or I feel like I need to start fresh or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying not to be as quick to block people because I also don't like the feeling of blocking too. It feels like a physical blockage towards me. And I know some people might view that as like a good thing. You're blocking off energies from having access to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like in real life, people might have access to you from time to time. And I think I use it as a way to not have to worry or think about how I'm going to handle a situation should it come up.
That feels very avoidant.
That's what it is. It's avoidance. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's interesting. I feel like I use blocking in a different way. I'm quick to block like miscellaneous things, like like spam accounts that follow me, like spam phone numbers, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like blocking like people that I like actually know and that I've had a disagreement with, and I like want to sever communication with, I have such a hard time doing that because it feels so deeply personal. Like if someone were to block me, it would feel like you just wanted to like take away my voice or something. Like I know that sounds very dramatic, but like yeah, I don't know. That's so hard for me to block people. Even when I feel like I've had 1,000% the right to block someone, I still have not blocked them. I'll delete your number. That doesn't do much.
No.
But yeah.
I've deleted people's numbers and I've blocked them, but then I'll block them for like a few days or a few weeks and then I unblock them. So they might think they're still blocked, but I like to release that. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But this past weekend, I was going to go block someone and then I couldn't find them when I searched their name and I was like, they blocked me. And in my mind, I felt so hurt because I was like, they don't have a good reason to block me. I have a good reason to block them. And I was looking for their page to block them, but I felt like you said, like my voice was taken away. And it was like, now I don't even have like the peace of mind of knowing that like this person can't come into my life.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for somebody to unblock me. And then if they want to, but then it turned out I was just tripping because they didn't block me. And then I think that day I had blocked them, and then I thought about it some more, and I was like, that just feels like it's taking so much energy from me, and it's like, why should I even care anymore?
Yeah. I was good for a soft block. When I'm thinking back on like instances where I've had the strong feeling of blocking someone, I was good for a soft block.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what soft blocking is, it's basically like you block someone and then you immediately unblock them, which just forces them to unfollow you. Now I don't think that that's completely relevant because I think Instagram has like a feature where you can ask like not ask someone, but like you can make them unfollow you.
Yes.
Pretty sure like a lot of different like apps have that now, like X and Blue Sky and stuff. I think also have that.
Yeah.
But that's the route I would take, because when I would feel the need to block people, it would be because like I would get like, for like TikTok, you can get notifications when folks look at your profile, and for Instagram, I would like see when people would look at my stories, and it would be like I'd post and then they'd watch it immediately, and that felt like super violating for me. So I like soft blocked them. That was always my like, if you make me feel uncomfortable enough to change my routine and change like things that I love to do every single day, then you're getting blocked.
Yeah. I think
That was my rule of thumb. Even though I am still a scaredy cat, and I wouldn't actually block them. I would just soft block them.
Yeah. I am quick for a soft block or a block. Like if somebody decides they don't want to be in my life anymore, like if I'm dating or seeing someone and they're like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore." Okay, then you don't have access to me in any way anymore. Naturally.
Uh-huh.
um, and I think like I can feel a little like obsessive and stuff, and so like I think I just need the space for myself.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it's not like out of pettiness or because like I think truly when your time ends with someone, then it should end overall.
Yeah. Jocelyn and I were just recently talking about that, about how we don't have a very good like ability to be friends with our exes. Um,
I tried it once and it was hell.
yeah, same. It's just not good. Like I don't think it's good at all.
No, no,
Yeah, no,
mm-mm.
it's not great.
No, no. And I think I've been balancing so the mental blocking side of this. Um, I've been working a lot on not seeing things as all like black and white
Mm.
and being able to allow people to exist, even if they've hurt me, being able to exist in all that they are. So, like, all the good and all the bad, and knowing that they both exist at the same time, which might seem like an obvious. But I think when people wrong you or people are no longer in your life, it's easy to be like, well, yeah, they shouldn't even be in my life to begin with because, like,
Hmm.
XYZ, they did all this bad, and you just try to push them out of, like, your mind and everything like that.
Okay.
But I think I've been working on still allowing space for people to exist in my mind. I don't have to, like, push them out.
I think that's interesting. I'm not good at that. I don't think I'll ever be good at that, and I don't think I'll ever give myself space to do that. Um, I always try to view the world around me in gray. Um, I don't think anything is ever black and white,
Yeah.
but like when it comes to like personal matters to myself, if I feel like wronged in some way by someone, um, it's definitely black and white. And
Mm,
it's definitely like aggressively like I'm never gonna recognize a positive thing about you, and that's just
yeah.
my personality. I'm very opinionated.
Yeah. No, I think this year and a half, I've been working on that, and it's hard. Because sometimes I just want to be angry, and I'm like, no, not getting choked up. I'm just getting over the flu.
Why did you decide to work on this? I feel like for me that's not something that I ever see would be a benefit to myself because I don't like hold any anger towards the person. I'm just like in my head, you're a bad person. I'm not going to associate with you or anyone that you associate with because you're bad peoples and that's it.
I feel like I was the kind of person who would hold anger towards people. I was the kind of person who would hold anger towards people, and I don't think I wanted to do that anymore. I didn't want to be like angry or like completely dismiss someone over one emotion that I had because I think my emotions can like vary sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So I wanted to be like a little bit more open and just be like, yeah, not everyone, no one's like a complete villain, I guess, in my mind.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I feel like I need to. I feel like in the same way I can view someone as a completely bad person, I can also view someone as a completely good person. So I think letting people exist as both, as everything as they are, is helpful for me, and it's helped me not take things as deeply or as personally.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm very much like you're the villain in my story though. Like you yeah, because yeah, I don't know. I've had instances where like I have someone that I don't necessarily like, and I don't like their personality, and then we have a mutual friend, and that friend still hangs out with the other person. um I can respect that. I'll leave that alone, because it's like you might not have done those things that you did to me to that
Mm-hmm.
person, and it's different. But I do want that mutual friend to know that that person has the capacity to
To do
do it,
that, yeah,
because they did it to me.
yeah.
So yeah.
That's fair. That's valid. Yeah. No, that's fair. And I already said that, but I just wanted to come back and like
Yeah.
emphasize it that that is fair. um, I don't know. Going back to what you said earlier, like it was a very like avoidant habit of me because I feel like I just didn't want to have to deal with like or I don't want to have to deal with the possibility of somebody ruining my day by saying hello or by like being like, hey,
Mm,
like, what's up? And I'm like, no,
yeah.
like, leave me the fuck alone. But then I realized, like, I guess it's an opportunity for me to care a little bit less and not allow people to impact my day in the way that I've allowed them to. Because somebody can text me hello and it doesn't, I can just go about my day.
Yeah, you could just ignore it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, and it sounds very weird to say, like, I don't like blocking people because I don't like having, like, the blockage of, like, I think in my mind visually, it's like I want to have a flow of energy around
Mm.
me. Unless someone truly does not leave me the fuck alone, then, like, at that point, you gotta,
Yeah.
and they continue to ruin my life. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Then maybe I like also feel the same way, because I agree. I feel like blocking someone feels, I know it's not, but it feels very finite, and it feels very like, yeah, like a blockage of like the flow of the way things are.
Yeah.
Um and I think me not like responding, or me not like engaging in conversation, is enough of a sign that there shouldn't be, or there isn't a relationship, where I
Yeah.
don't need to block someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least it should be, if
It
you
should be.
understand how to get a hint.
Yeah. But I've also been the bitch to ask somebody to block me and then they didn't block me. And I was like, hello, please block me.
Why did you ask someone to block you?
Because I wanted to be blocked. I just didn't want, like, I feel like people are like so quick and easy to be like, I'm never gonna reach out, and then they reach out and then they ruin your day. And so I'm like, just block me.
What was stopping you from blocking them?
I think for me, I just wanted it to feel like I wanted it to feel finite,
Mm,
but I wanted it to feel finite on their end.
mm.
You know?
I guess so. But then to me, it feels like they have all the control, because then they can decide when to unblock you and when to reach out again. When if you block them, they couldn't reach out because, yeah.
I think in my mind it felt more permanent at that time to have somebody else block me.
Hmm.
But then like from this past weekend, the thought was like I felt upset that I thought I was blocked because I was like then I had the same feeling where I was like now they have the control. And that's what led me to eventually like this weekend I was like yeah, I'm not going to block this person because it just feels like so much mental work and for what? I can just not think about it, not care. If I truly don't want to put my energy into it, then I'm truly not going to put my energy into it. And going out of my way to block someone is putting my energy into it, unfortunately.
Yeah. I feel like if we're talking, because this is all like digital blocking is what
Yeah.
we're talking about. But if I think about like IRL blocking, um, I feel like it's a lot more nuanced, at least for me. So like if this is not happening right now, but say I was having some sort of like conflict with like a coworker or something, where I thought that we were friends and I thought that we were close and I thought that there was some sort of relationship beyond being coworkers. Um, and that changed. Something that I do in those situations is that I just kind of like go a little cold. I'm not like not friendly. I don't like not say good morning. I don't like engage with them, but I like stop telling them about like my personal life. I stop
Mm-hmm.
like eating lunch with them. I stop like giving them access to my energy and my space, and it just becomes cordial and like polite. That's like my version of like physical blocking, like in real life?
I'm the kind of person that I like to say things out loud. So like if I feel like a friendship isn't working out for me, I let that person know. I don't just
Mm.
kind of pull myself back. I'll be very direct. I'm like, hey, like, you know what? Like, this friendship isn't working for me.
For friendships, yes.
Yeah.
For coworkers, no.
No. No.
No. But
Mm.
yeah, for friendships, I agree with you. For
Yeah.
friendships, I don't do something as passive aggressive as that. I'll definitely like reach out and be like, "Hey, feels like something is going on." And we've talked about this,
Yeah.
that like that's something that we've done with each other, where it like feels like there's a misunderstanding, or it feels like something is there, and we'll bring it up and talk it through, and then so far it's landed in good spaces.
Yeah. Yeah. I once had a friend who didn't want to talk it through.
Mhm.
So then we stopped being friends, but I still see her in spaces. And I haven't like in real life blocked her out because I still share spaces with her and we still communicate and we talk to each other. And then when people later on find out that we're no longer friends, they're always like, "Oh, but y'all like spoke to each other and y'all were like cracking jokes and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's how I would talk to any person I see in real life, though." She just doesn't know things about me anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because I think there's a difference between like kikiing and like just engaging someone casually than like getting into that deep stuff of like, I'm dealing with a mental health crisis right
yeah,
now. Like,
mm-hmm.
I have the flu or something like that.
Yeah. Okay,
Like,
call out.
beyond small talk is what I
Yeah,
was trying to say. Beyond small talk.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
And I feel like I've always been bad at blocking people in real life because there was this one time where I had told this I had told my friend I wasn't gonna be friends with him anymore. I went into him at a bar and I was like, "Hey," because I forgot I
Uh-huh.
was mad.
Uh-huh.
We're still friends to this day, but I don't think I'm a good in real life blocker because I'm just kind of like la la la.
Yeah, it takes a lot of like mental effort and it's a little exhausting. TBH. TBH.
And I think that's how digital blocking feels like to me too because
Mhm.
it like you do have to put a lot of effort into it and it's
Yeah.
just like I could just work on putting less energy into things, but that's a work in progress. So
Yeah. I agree. That could be like another topic that
yeah,
we cover, but I think something that we both have in common is that we care a lot about a lot of things.
things.
And I know that that's not super like special or unique to
We're
us.
empaths.
Right. Um Special or unique to us. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can always sense myself like getting worked up over like the smallest things, like a facial expression change, a tone shift. And then I'll get like super anxious and like, oh my god, they're mad at me. Oh my god, this is happening. Oh
Yeah,
my god, that's this. But I do have to say that I feel like I've gotten a lot better at talking myself down from stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
And I think I'm trying to get better. Also talking myself down, but also just like letting things unfold, happen. I don't have to have control. I don't have to block people to feel like I'm in control. It's again a work in progress, but
yeah.
I guess that's where we're here, right?
I think something that you said previously to me, I'm trying to remember what it was. That's why I'm like stuttering, like dragging out the sentence to remember the thought. But it was like if you notice someone having like tone shifts or like starts treating you differently, but they don't ever say anything to you, then like that's not your problem.
It's
That's
not your problem.
theirs.
Yeah.
And that was like a moment that like a revelation, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think this is a great topic. Thank you so much for bringing this up. I feel like we could talk about this forever, but
Yeah.
I definitely think physical and digital blocking is something that we're taking little by
Reimagined.
slowly.
Ooh.